Okay, hello. Where are we and who are you?
Where you're in my
We are in a
studio in my
studio.
house. Yeah, I'm Tiago. I work for Lisbon Vinyl Cutters, and I cut vinyls.
Yes, we are in Lisbon, and Tiago is a kind of experimental artist in music, but also famous in Lisbon for vinyl cutting. Not regular like a shop, but he do it in his studio, and this is how it works. It's really crafted, if you ask me. And yeah, we have some questions about it. As Errorinstruments, we have also an idea to making a loop vinyls, small ones. And I talked with him about it, if that is possible, and there are possibilities. So this is fun. How you came up with this to do this, and how long ago was this starting?
Um, I think the first time I thought about it was already a long time ago, but recently we have a jam group called Errorinstruments, and after the first year or second year we wanted to do something special, and we wanted to do some vinyls, and so we got in touch with this other guy who does vinyls, and I got interested, and I thought it would be a nice thing to do myself, so I started. It's about 5 years ago.
5 years ago you started. And is it easy to get yeah, let's say empty vinyls these days?
Yeah, I mean, so far, yes. In the beginning of the pandemic, there was a bit of a shortage, but now I think we haven't had any problems.
All right. Because I hear the big companies who are pressing for big labels are really busy, like a waiting list of 1 year.
Yeah, that's what I do too. But that's a different process, because they need like to really big amounts of vinyl, and it takes a lot of effort to make that.
Well, we have the idea to making a loop vinyls. That means you need to record it and stop it and record it.
Yes.
Every song on every vinyl,
yes.
Right? So that's a concept.
Yeah.
Costs a lot of time and effort to watching on this. So if I look at this place, it get cut over here, and that is a suck engine and the back who cuts all the vinyl out, right?
Yes. So you can see the stylus. The stylus is there. It will cut a groove, and if you see these two black things here, they're speakers. And they will push the stylus in both directions.
Yeah.
So it will get a stereo groove. So you get one of the motions, one of the directions does the left channel, the other one does the right channel. And so you can get both from a single point. That's the playback stylus. And when you cut them, you can also hear what you're cutting, so you
hear what you're cutting.
Yeah.
Let's say it like this. Interesting.
You have to make sure that everything's coming out as it should.
Interesting. A setup, a lot of work also. Really craft work. But yeah, amazing.
And everything is done in real time. So if a song takes 10 minutes, it takes 10 minutes to cut.
Yes, so there's no high-speed dubbing, so no. 10 minutes sound, it's 10 minutes recording.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then every final. Interesting. You make also for a lot of other artists
Yes.
from Jamaica and from other places,
yes.
From Berlin, a lot of techno, of course, experimental.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's still quite common to use, like a small place to bringing your label out or doing your thing.
Yeah, I think that was the idea in the beginning. It was because that is like most artists don't they don't need 100 records or 200 records, and you have to make them. You have to store them in your house. If you don't sell them, it's just a waste.
Yeah.
So this is good that you can make just a few, and you can see if there's a demand or not, and then you can just keep making a few more whenever there's the need. And if you ever make it big, then you can go to a factory and do them all. But this is, I think we've managed to work with a lot of artists from not only from parts from all over the world, and I think that they really appreciate the fact that they can have a physical object that they can sell or that they can give. I mean, it works for them.
Yeah,
and
well, of
for
course
us
we
too.
go back to physical objects and
Yes.
still want to touch things if we turn it, and
Yes.
yeah, the vintage thing getting really hype again.
Yes.
For me personal, I like it that you really do it by hand, and also that you can make a loop from it. So you
Yes.
can, the idea that I had to make an instrument from the vinyl, that you can always use it on the back in different speeds from a
Yes.
real vinyl, like drones and other things. I think it's really interesting, and that's why we also filming this, because interesting things need to be filmed, and I think you really do a good job actually here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You also release music by yourself?
Yes,
Like a
yes.
musician, right?
Yes, yes. I used to do more. Now I spend a lot of time here with the records, so I don't have that much time.
Yeah.
We do the jams with the Errorinstruments. I have also a few projects, and what we're listening to is the last thing I do.
Nice. It's a nice kind of ambient we're listening to.
Yeah, it's kind of jammy thing,
Yeah. Nice.
more ambient stuff.
Okay. Thank you very much for this
Thank you. Thank you
thing.
for the visit.
I show you a little bit around how aesthetic cool this looks.